I saw something on TikTok, and it was like a musician who was like, or he wasn't even a musician. He's an older person who would have grown up in the time when very popular bands like Nirvana or like other shit like that. Like time like I'm like Motley Crue. You know what I mean? Like he was saying that he was commenting on about how the current generation like doesn't really party. You know what I mean? He was like stitching in on a video being like, y'all make clubs boring as fuck.
Yep.
All we do. And I'm like, I'm a victim and an abuser. You know what I mean? Like I literally do the same thing, but I'm also like, it's boring as fuck. But he was like, all we do in this new generation is like, we don't party and socialize and shit. We just want to sip and smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the corner. And like, we have this idea that like something fun will happen if we're just there. You know what I mean? If we're just there.
But you know what?
Which is like some idiot will get drunk enough to like do something funny. But like he was commenting on just like parties used to be like fun. You know what I mean? And like these bands were born out of these parties. Like they started performing there, got big there, and then went on to do their own shit. So now it's like music is more created. And there was even an era called bedroom pop, which I feel like
bedroom pop,
like Claro, Cuco.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of encapsulates like what I'm trying to say is like music nowadays is kind of made a lot by people on their laptops in their bedrooms for other people on their laptops in their bedrooms. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I feel like music is really interesting right now, where it's like you kind of have to dive into yourself. You know what I mean? It's really interesting. Like,
yeah, I think it's a totally different space than it even was like
even 10 years ago, because the internet was so different 10 years ago.
Right. And I think everything was still so like manufactured in plastic, like, and I think like even now, like I think we see it a lot in like
I think
we see it a lot in like how much we like don't give a fuck about celebrities anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like a total flip from this. Like you go to the grocery store with your mom and you see like the latest fucking gossip on the magazines, and then like you get home and Ellen's talking about how J-Lo's da 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 da, and now we're just like, fuck you. Like, fuck you, we don't care. We'd rather, like, and now it's more, like, individualized. Like, we'll support a specific person, you know, but it's not, like, necessarily because they're a celebrity or because they're in a higher position. It's because they do something cool.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. I also feel like, though, it's because, not like it's because of something. I feel like it's changed a bit. You know what I mean? It's not completely different. I just feel like it's changed a bit because we still like idealize people and like idolize them, and I feel like keeping up with the celebrity culture is still like prevalent, just in different. It's like just a different section now.
It's taken on a different form
instead of being like, everybody's like into this, you know what I mean? It's kind of like everybody's now into their own niche, you know what I mean? So like instead of the masses like following whatever Hollywood's putting out, it's like the TikTok algorithm, no matter how shitty it is like it's kind of diversifying our tastes a little bit, as well as like unifying them in some circles where it's like friends that you're following with or like looking at their reposts, you know what I mean? You're going to see what's coming onto their feed through their individual interests. And then same with you, like whatever interactions you have will control your feed. Like I feel like a big problem not recently, but just like with how social media works is people don't have any concept of procuring their own information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like, I think I saw, what was my latest piece of propaganda? I saw, it was Trans Day on March 31st. And Easter just so happened to fall on March 31st. So the Biden administration put out some, like, I don't know if it was a memo or whatever, just like saying like Happy Transgender Day, like we support you, blah blah blah. You know, the basics, like what they would do for Juneteenth or for whatever other like holiday that supports a specific group, you know.
Right.
And then these people are like, "Oh, look at Biden! He's putting shit on the White House government Facebook page and all, and telling people, you know, happy Transgender Day and all this on Easter, on a Christian holiday, on the Lord's Day." It's like, brother. You know, like Easter changes every year, right? Like
Right.
Easter's gone so far. Like my birthday's on the 27th of March. My like Easter's been on my birthday. The weirdest shit. Anyhow, like it changes every year. Like it's just whatever. So I saw this post and it was like a screenshot of a screenshot. And then even my nephew shared it. Like my little Republican nephew.
Republican nephew over here.
No, but he just falls victim to the same shit. Like it's just like that fear-mongering fucking, like, I don't know, bro. I don't get the hate. Like,
It's not even like just fear-mongering stuff too, like in terms of what we're talking about with how people decide what they're looking at and how accurate it is. Like, have you seen these like AI posts where they're like, "Oh, we found a statue of Jesus like fucking buried underneath the ground and it's made of Pepsi cans." Like, you know what I mean?
I saw this one and it was like, look at this little kid. He built this all by himself, and it's like a Coca-Cola bottle Jesus, and he's like sitting next to it looking like the little poor kid from Aladdin. like
bro.
Just super AI. Like, oh, it was just so bad.
But then you'll see that these posts have like millions of likes and engagement and comments being
the
like,
part
wow,
that
very
scares
nice.
me. Yeah, the part that scares me the most is those goddamn comments, bro.
Like, bro, I feel like it's like insane how many people just fall for that shit. You know what I mean? And not even just like falling like, oh, damn, that got me. But like, oh, they just think that exists somewhere in the world now. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, man, even like, I saw a thing with like cruise ships that were like totally fucking fake. Have you seen anything about Akon's city?
Akon the rapper?
Akon, yeah. Akon.
No.
You haven't seen anything with that?
No.
Oh, brother. So this man Akon was basically like, yeah, I'm building an entire community in Africa. And you look at the plans for it, and he's like, this will be the firehouse. And it looks like the fucking architecture looks like some fucking alien goop. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like one place looks like a teardrop. There's like a statue of him in the center. And then like you look at the place that they've built so far, and it's like one regular African welcome center. Like,
what?
Yeah. And so it's just like, welcome to Akon City or something like that. And it's
That's
like
crazy. But
dirt.
I mean, wasn't he? I feel like I saw so many posts of like African American people being like, Akon's the next like Lord. You know what I mean? He's the next Lord. Like, vote for Akon. You know what I mean?
I don't know the whole financial history behind it, but I'm pretty sure it's a scam. And it's like a PR thing to try to look good. But like, if you look at the plans, bro, like I will fucking pull up the plans for you and show you after the pod, but it's fucking ridiculous. Like, it's the most like outlandish fucking AI bullshit render. Like, did you see what happened in Arizona?
No.
With
the eclipse?
No, brother. No. They brought a law back from before Arizona was a state.
What was it?
A full ban on abortion. No exception. No exception
Arizona?
for rape. No exception for incest. And then the only time that they could have an abortion is if it's a danger to the mother.
Damn, I hope that gets changed like within the year. You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy.
So from my understanding, there's another like lower court that has to approve it, and at this time, like doctors are still gonna provide services to people who need them. And then I think they have like a 45-day window to say like yay or nay. But the state Supreme Court there voted. I don't want these people's goddamn names, but it's a full Republican Supreme Court, and it was like 2 people that voted no, and then 4 that voted yes.
That's crazy because Arizona has like legal weed.
But Arizona is a very red pocket of the West. Like,
damn, they're just some hillbillies that like smoking. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I guess, man. To me, it's like almost barbaric. Like, why the fuck are you going? Like, the law was enacted during like Civil War time. Like, your grandfather's grandfather wasn't even here for that. So why the fuck? Why the fuck is that law? Like,
not to just like tell you the truth, but white people suck.
Yo, I've been knowing that.
You know what I mean?
Knowing that.
I mean, like,
I know.
I feel like white people just like. It's so funny. I was not to just be like I saw this, but I was like watching this interview with Miles Davis, and he was saying the interviewer was white, which is really funny. But she basically asked him, like, do you think, like, young new artists need to know about jazz history or, like, jazz and shit to perform? And he was like, listen, jazz is a white man's word for music he can't even fucking play. So, no, you don't need to know about that shit. And I feel like that put some things into perspective to me, where it's like, oh yeah, like some shit is literally just made by like white people, like made by white people for white people.
No,
like,
stolen by white people.
Dude, by white people.
I saw this thing about Beyonce and how like a lot of like country artists aren't accepting her and shit.
Oh, yo, and then shout out to fucking Beyonce releasing that, Cowboy 2, whatever the fuck it is, Cowgirl, Beyonce 2.
Something.
Whatever it is, we support the women and shit. Fucking women. We love them.
My thing is, like, do what you're gonna do. Like, fucking, you're gonna release what you're gonna release. You're a multimillionaire. I don't really give a fuck what you do. I don't necessarily care for some of the music, like it's popped up on my TikTok feed and I haven't been fucking impressed. I haven't gone through and listened to the whole thing, but I haven't been like a super Beyonce like, yeah.
Well, do you know the reason why she like released it, right?
No.
It's because she went, and I remember this when I was a kid. She like attended and performed at the Country Music Awards and performed with the Dixie Girls or whatever.
The Dixie Chicks.
The Dixie Chicks.
the Dixie Girls.
or whatever. I said or whatever for a reason. But like they are doing that shit. And it's a good performance, like Beyonce always gives it her all.
Yeah.
And then you see these white fucks in the goddamn audience, like with sour faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like on the mic, literally like, "Come on now, like give me some fucking applause, bitch. I'm Beyonce." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like camera pans, mean mugging whites. Like, I don't know if I said it before. Oh wait, I did. White people suck. Like fucking like white people suck so much.
Oh, so what kind of blew my mind is there's so many white people hating on her, and then like you look back at the history of country music. You know where the banjo came from?
Probably.
Ask me where the banjo came from.
Where'd it come from?
Fucking Africa.
That's fucking insane.
Yo.
But you know what, too? Keith Urban isn't even from America, and he's like a celebrated country star.
Wow, he's like Australian or whatever,
like,
right?
Yeah, you don't even think about that, but he's literally not from America.
Yeah.
He's literally...
But he's white, so it's fine.
Like,
but
white people suck. Goddamn, like that's literally gonna. No, it's not. But it's like,
but yeah, the fucking
can't be the title of this because white people suck too. You know what I mean? Like, white people. I hate to be hating on you, but I don't. You know, I don't hate to be hating on you.
It's not even like, my thing is, I feel like most white people level-headed. You know, not like they're open-minded, not necessarily hateful.
I feel like it depends on the town.
100%, because you know what, the community, if they allow that shit to fester, but you also have like, it's like a different socioeconomic level. Like when you're fucking out here and we're all eating shit together, like it's a lot different in Okeechobee than it will be in Jupiter. Like, because we're all fucking, it's fucking beaners, white people, black people, all working on a job site, whatever.
Christian's Hispanic, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, my bad. But no, it's fucking like, for real. Like I think it totally depends on where you're at, but it's not, to me, it's not necessarily such a bleak, you know, like such a bleak world. Like, but that's coming from a tall white guy. So what the fuck do I know? You know, like I don't have to deal with 99% of the fucking shit
like,
that people do with like actually being a minority.
And it's crazy because I'm Asian, so sometimes, like most of the time, like 6 out of 10, not even like 9 out of 10, like barely most of the time, I get a good stealth card just because I'm Asian. You know what I mean? Like I can steal stuff. They won't look at me because they're like, he's
a smart guy. He knows what he's doing.
He's busy like adding shit up. You know what I mean? He probably added it up faster than the register could. That's what these motherfuckers are thinking. And then like fucking, on the other side, like I have rude ass entitled white people coming up to my place of work and like coming up to me and like staring at me in the face and acting like I can't speak English because I don't suck their fucking cock. You know what I mean?
Oh, hello, mister. How can I assist you today?
Like, I literally, like, try to bite people's heads off with my fucking eyes. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you don't have the manners to be like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yo, I've gotten so good at reflecting people's energy at work because, like, people will, like, bark orders at me, right? They'll be like, where's this? And I'll be like, 27. And then little do you know, there's 15 aisle 27s in this bitch. Like you're looking for motor oil. You're going to look for like 27 in the grocery department because you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, it's like these people are helpless. They're so fucking dumb. They can't even navigate a Walmart.
It's blissful ignorance. They're like totally okay with the fact that they're ignorant.
But the thing is, they're not even they're like ignorant of the fact that they're in pain because they're angry, like at life. You know what I mean? They're like,
there's always those people.
Because like a happy person, after I like ignore you, will just be like, oh, well, you know, he works at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like Walmart sucks. But an angry person will come out to me and like, which is like typically what I get. And I've gotten pretty good at shutting that shit down because I literally lay it out. I'm like, you have no manners, class, and you're trash.
I think the problem too is a lot of people who deal with like shitty asshole boyfriends or like shitty asshole girlfriends. Like they go on and they, instead of like taking that pain and realizing like, oh, I just like should stay away from shitty people like that. It's instead like you develop a not
prejudice.
I hate to say prejudice, and I don't want to say like hatred because like you don't necessarily like hate women, but like, you know, I think after you're with that person, you take a lot of that trauma and you put it onto your next person, and like you set certain expectations for yourself after going through something, which is great. But you also close yourself off so much that it's hard to like develop another relationship that's like healthy and like, you know, you're both being able to like put in equally and be receptive and like communicate properly.
No, I feel like that's super common. And it's annoying to deal with because it's like, it's not even like getting into your next relationship, but it's like these people who have that mindset of like, oh, I gotta like get into my next relationship and it'll be better. They're not like taking the time to work on it for themselves, and then when they do have the time to work on it for themselves, they're like not. They're like very much searching for the answer externally. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is why they like create these like I'm just gonna call it prejudices. You know what I mean? Where it's like this certain type of guy is like this, or this certain type of guy is like that. You know what I mean? But you really just have to take it all like I said earlier, like you can't just focus on the tree and then you'll like miss the forest. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You're gonna focus on one leaf and miss the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really gonna be interesting whenever how we age, like the difference we see in like the gender roles, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I feel like right now, like it's almost we're in a weird crossroads where it's like the traditional man is almost too overbearing. You know what I mean? But some people still want that,
Right.
and then like the bait, like anything else is just a beta bitch. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. And that's the thing is like I don't want to say I've taken L's, but I just like I roll with it. Like you're not gonna like sit here like I'm fucking 6'4", 300 pounds. Like I will fucking like bust you down if I got to, but like I'll say some like fucking off the wall gay shit sometimes, and it's fucking hilarious. And then these people just like I've gotten like the dirtiest looks from like these just fucking random people in Orlando parties or whatever the fuck, or they like try and make me feel weird because I just said something weird. I'm like, we're all fucking weird. You fucking weirdo. Fucking look at me like that. I don't care.
Like some people are just boring.
No, and that's the thing too. Like I really like I'm not weird in this situation. You are, motherfucker. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you want to just like come to a party, stare at the wall, and like not talk to each other? That's dope.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Like
the parties are ass. They are.
Not even like it's just the people. Like
the people in the parties are ass.
Our generation,
the parties are ass because of the people that are in the party. There is no Project X. Project X was the last good party. Fucking.
Like, you know what I realized? Like,
it's disgusting.
We're not ever gonna have like a good time. Like, not we, but like people.
We're always gonna have a good time,
right? But the only way like good times like that happen now is if there's a friend group in the area that is popping enough. Popping as in like they're cool. They have swag. They have social skills. They like each other. Yeah. They look cool. They look pretty. They have good energy. You know what I mean? Like. Not like they only think they have these things. Like they actually have these things. You know what I mean? And they like, I don't know, the energy just like fucking spreads around because they're having such a fucking good time. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just how it works. And most of the time, that's my friend group. You know what I mean? Most of the time, that's like the people I'm fucking with. So it's like, I get really bummed out knowing that if I go out alone, it's literally just a sea of boring fucks that have no personality, no fucking dreams, only care about materialistic shit.
And they be the independent bitches, bro. That's my thing. Women. I'm sorry, I hate to say bitches, but
women.
No, because in these like instances, like, did you see what happened in your hood in West Palm?
What? Go ahead.
There was a live streamer, like an IRL streamer, a woman, and she finds out that her boyfriend has been cheating on her, right? So,
oh, okay, I do know what happened. So basically, this woman, like, she does OnlyFans, right? And she's a streamer, but she had a boyfriend that was like, dude, no OnlyFans, don't advertise it so hard, you know what I mean? And then he like fucked up, and then she was like, I'm fucking black guys all the time, like on her story. And like,
what?
No?
I think we're talking about a whole different, it was like domestic violence.
Oh no.
No,
This girl like
I'm taking big old black dick all the time.
yeah.
Yo, what?
The guy like
That's a wild line.
like the guy like broke up with her, and then she was like, all right, time to advertise this shit. And then she advertised on her stories like taking black dick on the OnlyFans, check it out, sale. You know what I mean? And then it's like one is like OnlyFans, and then the other one's like ratemycunt.com.
Oh my god, that's insane.
It's
bro.
pretty fucking insane. It is. Well, anyways, what were you talking about?
Yeah. So this couple in West Palm, this chick does IRL streams. So like, if you've seen like FouseyTube or like what Johnny Somali got in trouble for, like the streamer in Japan, she does the same like style of content. So she basically finds out her boyfriend's been cheating. She starts a live stream, gets in her car. She starts driving around. Like, there was one time she did like a U-turn, and it was like a fucking crazy illegal U-turn. And you hear like people honking at her like in the background, and she's just like zoned in on her phone.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and she's like, she has her boyfriend's phone, wallet, and keys. Which, how the fuck? But anyway, she has.
Damn, all three?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
this motherfucker
homie,
is slacking.
Why were you not strapped with that?
Like
Anyway.
literally, that is the shit you leave the house with. This is the shit you stay in the house with. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, this shit like doesn't leave my side. But anyhow, the woman calls like the woman he's been cheating with, whatever, and then eventually he gets wind that she's live, and so he like calls her and like tells her to meet up with him, and he calls the police to like have like them, you know, supervise the transfer of the stuff back to him. And she pulls up and she sees him with the cop right there. She's like, "I'll kill you, motherfucker!" And then the cop pulls up and she's like, "Yo, like, you just told me you was finna be chill. Like, do I have to arrest you?"
I'm
like,
dead as fuck.
Yeah. And then this, I don't know how, like, what transpired, but he ends up getting in the car with her. Like, that she had been live streaming in. She starts driving. And then she fucking, I don't know what he said, but she just fucking open palm smacks him like dead on the nose. And, it was bad. And then he just started fucking, he was like, "Pull over, bitch." Fucking put her in park.
What the fuck?
And I'm telling you, it's the most like unassuming fucking people. Like, the guy looks like, he looks like an incel, you know? And then like she's like,
you never know who's driving in that fucking car, you know what I'm saying? You never know who's behind the fucking wheel.
And then it's she's like decently attractive, but obviously like,
I mean, if she can
insane.
live in West Palm off of fucking streaming, like,
right, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, she's
she
doing something.
she at least has to have
She got some motion.
something.
Yeah, she got some motion. But no, they were smacking the fuck out of each other. But she ended up getting arrested because it was like self-defense. Like, after she smacked the fuck out of him, and like it's all on her because like she recorded the whole fucking thing. And God, bro, it was just bad. Like, he ended up like going around the other side of the car. He got in the car, stopped the live stream, and that's all that you saw. But the next thing I saw was her mugshot. So
That's fucking crazy.
yeah,
bro.
man, it's just like, I mean, be faithful. Also, like, don't be crazy and live stream your personal shit. You know, like, that's not something that you should do.
Can I tell you about yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let me start it off like this. So a week ago, I wrote a song, and it was like a rap, fucking like something I'm proud of. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like wrote it off a Tyler the Creator type beat, like kind of
And, like,
worked.
I fucking heard it. It's decent. I hate to say decent. It's fucking. There's not a word for it.
Hell yeah.
Wait till it comes out.
It's not cringe. That's what he's trying to say. It's
Yeah.
not
That's
cringe.
all I'm trying to say is like, not fucking. Didn't sound like
Not like your high school SoundCloud rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go. Because like it didn't. If you don't record it in like a bathtub, I think you're chilling. You'll be straight.
Oh, bro, trust me. Like, I'm definitely trying to get that shit like mastered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that I can actually post it and like be proud, and then like go to places and be like, I'm performing, you know what I mean? But anyways.
So how was the reception for last night?
So last night, like before I even go on, right? Here's the fucking best part of the story. Like I get there, right? And we're like chilling. We get to the sign up 5 minutes before the sign up opens, you know what I mean? So it's like we're there. We're in there like swimwear.
Oh yeah. And then
We sign up first, like one of the first 2 people to sign up. And then I'm like, yo, I'm so hungry. You know what I mean? Like, I need to eat now. And we, like, walk around and end up finding this place that looked like it would, like, be a quick bite. And it was pretty decent. Like, it took, like, 10 minutes for these nachos to come out. Fucking fire nachos. Literally, like, I've never had nachos better than that before.
Like Kim Possible?
Literally, like, I spent $20 on it. I'd spent $20 more on it. You know what I mean? I would spend 20 more. Like that shit was worth every fucking penny. But I eat, and then like the plan was after we eat, we're gonna go to the smoke shop, get some cones, smoke up before, practice, and then perform. You know what I'm saying? Miscalculation. Parking spots are not like that in Delray.
Oh, yeah.
So I end up like parking for the smoke shop, and the performance is at 8, right?
Right.
It's 7:52, and like,
yo,
we just like, I get the cones, we're done, whatever. It's fucking 7:50, and we're like, all right, we gotta go. Do we drive or do we walk? And then my friend who's with me, who's performing with me, she like maps it out on her phone, is like, oh, it's like 2 or 3 minutes from here. Let's just walk. And I'm like, okay, bet. You know what I mean? Because like in my mind, I'm thinking like, what reason do I have to mistrust this person right now?
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? And of course, it's not their fault or anything. Like it's literally no one's fault. But I look on my phone because it's been 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm like, walk, Arts Garage, and it's like 15-minute walk. I'm like,
oh my god, I would shit a brick. I'd shit a brick.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking like, well, maybe they're calling it by alphabet order, you know, not by sign up order. You know what I mean? And like, that was wrong. I was wrong. But it was literally like an act of fate, bro. Because I tell Raquel like, let's start jogging. Like she's like, should we jog? And I'm like, yes. Immediately, I'm like, yes. I take off my jacket. And I'm like, doing like a light jog. It's not even anything like crazy. You know what I mean? I'm working up a sweat. My heart's like up there, but like I'm not fucking sprinting. You know? And then I'm like, okay, because I know that like it can be hard to get somebody to push whenever they're like, oh, I don't want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so I'm like 5 minutes of like this little jog, and then we can walk. You know what I mean? I'm sure we'll make it.
Yeah.
Because at that time it would be like 8:12, 8:15 by the time we get there. So I'm like, I've been in band performances before. I know that they're gonna have like a few minutes for people to sit, a few minutes for people to talk, few minutes. You know what I mean? Like I have time.
Yeah.
After 8. How much time? I don't fucking know.
Okay, so keep going. I want to know. Keep going.
So we're like running and shit, and then like the 5 minutes passes, and we're like, I'm sweating. I'm wet, boy. It's Florida, and I'm wearing jeans and like a shirt that's supposed to look nice, so I'm hot. You know what I mean? I'm fucking sweating my balls off. You know what I'm saying? So like, we start walking, and then we haven't practiced at all. So, so I like start playing the track on my phone as we walk, and I'm like still kind of out of breath. And she's like, you know, it's like 4 lines for her, like, and they're all the same words, so it's very easy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's my turn. I'm like, and then I'm like, and then I don't even get to I don't even finish. I'm like, I'll be fine. Because I'm like, I have 2 options, right? I either choose breathing so that my heart slows down, and that by the time we get there, if I have to go right up, I can,
Right.
try. I can try.
Right.
So like so we get there and we ask the front desk, we're like, have we been called up yet? And they're like, we're like sweating still and shit. And then they're like, nah, they've only called like one person up, and I think it's been like Blake or some shit. You know what I mean? So we go in and we sit down, and the MC's up there, and he's like, all right, guys, so we're going to have one person next, and his name's like blah, 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 and then we'll have Raquel and Matthew. And I'm like,
Yeah.
My heart's like, "Dush, good." And not from nervousness. I just got done running, so it's like, "Gadoosh, gadoosh, 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 gadoosh." I'm like taking, literally trying to inhale all of the oxygen in the room, like stealing particles from the other fuckers in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like through the next 5 minutes, my heart proceeds to go at 1,000,000 miles a minute because the first thing I fucking hear is like, "You're up next." You know?
Right.
So I'm like, gadoosh, 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 gadoosh. And then it's not slowing down at all. And little did I know, she told me this after, but Raquel's like right next to me, and she's getting like lightheaded. She's like, I don't know if I can do this. Like getting nervous too. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh fuck. Like, I'm not even going to be able to fucking talk up there if my heart doesn't slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
And it finally, like, guy's done singing or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And they're like, all right, time for Raquel and Matthew. And then I go up to like the DJ guy, which I feel like is pretty fucking obvious, you know what I mean? The guy with the fucking Mac and the soundboard and shit in front of him. I go up to him and I'm like, yo, do you need like the track from my phone, or you know what I mean? And he looks at me all weird. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? And I'm like, how do I play something that's on my phone? You know what I mean? And then like the organizer for the comedy event was there, and I'm like, do you know if I can play something on my phone? And then she's like, sure.
Yo, what?
And I'm like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's not like a smooth like getting up there. And then I have to like walk basically through all the tables with
I think we went to the Arts Garage.
Mm-hmm.
I know how it's set up.
Right. And like, cause you know where the booth is, and then you know how like all the tables are around the booth. So I'm basically like, hey, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like almost like walking through everybody being like, oh, this is Matthew and Raquel. And I'm like, oh shit. And then we go up, and the MC is super nice. He's like, asking me like, do you have like Lightning or USB-C? Like, do you need anything? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, man, some time would be cool, but I gotta go now. So I guess we're just doing this. And then we fucking go, and I kill the first verse. You know what I'm saying? Raquel kills it too. It was like her mic was fucked up in the beginning, but she still like brought it back.
Projected or
yeah. And then fucking I start rapping the second verse, and the second verse is like has some cursing in it. You know what I'm saying? So I got in my head because there was like a family performing there, and they're like little like 9-year-olds in tuxedos, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, oh, they're like good kids that and I'm like, I'm fucking it up, you fucking my friends, you bitch ass whore. Like you and then it's like after I say I'm fucking it up, I'm like give shit. But I kept going, and like
dude, pushing through it is
push through, you know what I mean?
100 times better than just stopping and going, all right, guys, thanks, that's it. Like, so much better if you just push through it. Like,
and then at the end, there's like this little outro section, and like once we finished like singing and rapping, I like did like a little thing where I was like, oh my god, we had to run over here. Like my fucking heart was pounding out of my chest while I was doing this, so I fucked up some of the words, you know what I'm saying? But all of y'all like that shit, and me and Raquel like were pretty ready to get off the stage, so we like, you know, got off the fucking stage. And then like
Was there applause though? Was it good applause?
Oh yeah, so like there was 2 rounds of applause. We get like the applause, and then we're like, "Thank you," and then we go off, and then the MC's like, come back up here," and I'm like,
Aye.
"I'm sweating," and then me and Raquel come back out there, and he's like, "Guys, what did we think of this?" And then like the whole room applauds again, and I'm like, "Wow, that's cool." You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
cool. And he was like, "Did you write that shit?" Not like that, but he was like, "Is that an original?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I thought that's what we're doing here." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not coming here to do covers. You know what I mean?
Right.
But fucking, he was like, "Wow, that's really cool." And I was like, "Yeah, I wrote it like last Monday, and then I got the track, and yeah,
Here I be.
Hell
yeah,
trying it out for the first time." And he was like, "That's really awesome. You guys need to like," because he could see that me and Raquel were like nervous. So at first he was like, "You guys just really need to get into the music, like get lost in that shit, and just like not give a fuck about anybody else." And then he was like, "You guys just need to keep going. You got something there." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so too.
It was really nice. It was really nice.
Fuck yeah, man. So he ended up not being a dick?
Oh, dude, the MC was like the nicest guy of all time, for sure.
Oh shit, okay, bet.
He literally was like, yeah, he helped us when we were nervous. He like could see that we were still nervous, so it was like literally got the whole room to be like, "Did you guys like that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, that felt good because not everybody got the same energy. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like the next guy was like poetry, and then it wasn't like so.
Yeah, he's like fucking roses and daisies. I miss my baby. Fuck yeah! Yeah! This guy knows.
Literally, dude, he was like wearing a fucking like a shirt of himself, like like his fucking face is on his shirt.
Dude,
and shit.
Anytime anyone has some shit like that, it's just like
and it has like his Instagram on the side and shit.
Get the fuck out, bro.
No, bro, that was.
He thinks his body's a fucking like a fucking
it's a
Mustang.
billboard.
Yeah.
No, you don't put bumper stickers on Ferraris.
Oh fuck! It don't be those people that be putting their Instagram on like the windows and stuff. It's like the people with like the sports cars.
Yeah, for real. Some of them I'd follow just because of the music that they play. Like if you got fucking crazy speakers and you're playing like la mamale la mamale la mamale la mamale like fucking.
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm gonna follow the
shit,
Instagram. I'm gonna follow the Instagram. Like, bro, I'm gonna follow the Instagram. I hope you got some LEDs on that bitch, or you're gonna put some so that you can just like la mamale la mamale la mamale la mamale la mamale la mamale. Like,
dude, that was I haven't heard that song in a long time.
No, I fuck with that song heavy.
Yo, anytime like if I play that song in the truck, bro, you ain't seeing me. You just see the tail lights.
But dude, to go back to what we were talking about earlier about celebrities and like idolizing and how it's like different now, I feel like the number one case for how it's not different now is, have you ever seen like this girl Tara Yummy?
Tara Yummy?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, she's like basically the new like Charlie D'Amelio. You know what I mean? Like even then, Charlie D'Amelio. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what this bitch just be dancing.
Yeah, but then my thing is like Charlie D'Amelio, her fall off is like, there was like a couple videos that came out, I think, of her like promoting some shit at Walmart, and she was like acting like a minimum wage employee.
Oh yeah, it was like, dude, I'd die if I'd have to work like this. You know what I mean? That's what she posted on
something
Snap
like
or something.
That.
And then it was like, everyone was like, "Well, we have to."
Hey, bitch,
like,
this is just our life.
Like literally everybody who supports you lives like that. So can you grow the fuck up, you fucking little child? But at the same time, it's like, I'm pretty sure she was rich, right? Like she been rich, right?
Been rich, yeah.
Like she been rich. So it's like, eat the rich. We've been hating the rich. Like
I think I'm ready for another revolution, bro. Like I think like all the shit that we like started this country because of, we're backing down from. Like we are not standing on business right now.
I literally told, like, I literally said that last podcast. I was like, bro, where's the liberty? Where's the freedom?
Do you know how old Alexander Hamilton was when he was like doing his shit and like being a founding father?
Well, how old?
22.
And like
22 years old. But it's the same fucking slugs, the same fucking old ass people who want to keep shit the same that are still in these positions that they would rather not educate us about. You know, it even goes like down to the trades. Like they won't even show the new generation how to do it properly because they don't want to take the time because they think we don't give a fuck already. And like the people at the top, they have an incentive to keep us fucking dumb because what the fuck? Why would you want a smart people?
Oh, he's drunk.
My bad.
Why would you want a smart people?
Why would you? No, but why? No, legit. Why would you? It's not dissimilar to what the Russians did to their own people. With the introduction of vodka, like government issued vodka. Have you heard of that phenomenon? It's not a phenomenon. It happened.
Government issued ganja, bro.
Yo, I swear. But they in like Stalin's era would send out like vodka with rations and like got the whole country addicted to vodka. And
that's fucking insane.
Yeah, but it would keep them suppressed and like drunk rather than worrying about like what was going on politically.
Damn, is that what weed is for us? But you know what? Like,
I think the potheads are the most political ones, though.
I was about to say, I remember watching this Bob Marley interview, and he was like talking about the difference between smoking cannabis and like drinking alcohol. Like the interviewer was like, so is smoking cannabis like drinking alcohol? And like, can you drink and be a Rasta? That's what he said. And then he was like, basically, he was like, when you drink, man, you get drunk, man. You don't think, man. You don't meditate, man. Like which is like real for me because I feel like whenever I do smoke now that I can like handle it, you know what I mean? And it's like, back then the weed was so like bad that everybody can handle it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like now that I'm in that space, I'm like, yeah, I can. It like helps me think. It helps me like be present in the moment instead of like, you know, ring, you know what I mean? All the fucking bullshit up here, you know? But like it really showcases like, yeah, it probably isn't the same thing, but like it is interesting to see how alcohol is kind of the same thing in here, just in general. Like the way, not even like everywhere in the United States. Actually, no, yeah, everywhere in the United States, pop culture, like fun culture is centered around alcohol.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's like, we're going to have a drink and do this. You know what I mean? Like,
how many times have you seen an advertisement for True Leave? A genuine like TV advertisement.
Oh nah. I mean, honestly, yeah, you never have to advertise weed. They just come. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like they know that the market is so there that they don't even have to fucking advertise. Like they don't have to. Their marketing department, shit, pay me, dog. I'll put an Instagram post that makes like 150 likes. Like they don't.
Weed companies are low key super profitable.
They're super profitable and super low key. Who the fuck owns it? We don't know.
Like,
he doesn't walk around like, "What's up, guys? I own fucking
True Leave." Oh no, I know who owns True Leave. It's a white woman.
Really?
Yeah, her name is Kim Rivers.
Damn! Shout out Kim. Fucking bad bitch, boss bitch.
Nah, she's kind of a villain though. She's kind of a villain because she like uses her company and advertises that this like $1 billion corporate or like multi-million-dollar company supports home grow, which the reason why home grow is like important to support is because like a vote is coming up soon for recreational marijuana to be legalized in
November.
Florida, but with no home grow.
Right.
So it doesn't fully law out you from being arrested with possession of marijuana. If you people who choose to grow because they have, I don't know, less money, like maybe they don't want to distribute, and like they're just trying to grow the shit that gets grown by other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like literally do their own shit, same way people farm.
Same way people make their own fucking sourdough bread at home. It's the same fucking shit. It's not like, my thing is, it's not like fentanyl. It's not like you touch a bud of marijuana and then fucking faint and die.
Like for me, the reason why I didn't want to vote on recreational is because, like, of course, whenever recreational comes, these fuckers are going to tax us. You know what I mean? Like, but beyond that, like, I was thinking, like, yeah, but for all the motherfuckers that are really lazy and don't get their cards and shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They can stop hitting me up. You know what I mean? They can, they can stop bugging me and shit, making me drive. But, like, fucking, then I saw these posts being like, there will still be people going to jail over the shit. And it's like, just because, hate to say it again, just because white people suck. Just because white people suck, and just because they unincluded that shit, they're like, you know what I mean?
White
Still
people
fucking
suck.
people up. White people suck. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was the Happy Smokes motherfucking Matt and Christian Make a Podcast.
Thanks for joining us in the new cribbo. I hope you like it. Give all comments and feedback. I'm trying to figure out a neon sign. So if you guys have ideas, if anyone is still watching right now, if you have any ideas,
if anybody even looks at this,
yeah. But if you look at this, I want to get a neon sign. So if you have any ideas, put them in the comments. Nadine, if you're sticking around, please give me some comments.
Oh, she's definitely still here, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we be DMing and shit. Like, she's waiting for the comeback, I'm sure.
Bet. But
She's like the Robin to our Batman. You know what I mean? She's like, I knew you'd come back.
I knew you'd come back. Oh, she's like Nightwing.
Nightwing to our Batman.
All right, but anyway.